Hello everyone, so I welcome you all to a new chapter. So on the request from BSc Statistics, BSc Mathematics and people from the MD PSM, I'm launching one series on the applied statistics in which we are going to solve the statistics in the applied manner. Now in first class, we are launching with the mean, mode, median. Then afterwards, we will go to the next chapters as well. Now, before jumping into the questions, we should know what is mean, mode, and median. Now, the overall term what we commonly use is the measure of central tendency. Measure of central tendency. So, this is what it is defined as the summary measure that attempts to describe a whole set of data with single value that represent the middle distribution. For example, suppose in your class we are having around 100 individuals. So I cannot remember the age of each individual. So what I can do, I can find some central value that can represent the entire class. That will be what a measure of central tendency, in which we are getting three different categories also. First is mean, then we have median, then we have mode and mode. So as per the definition, what is the mean? Through which we can find some average value. What is median? That divide data into two equal parts, part 1 and part 2. What about mode? Most frequent number or the most frequent observation. This is what most frequent observation or number. So first we are starting with the mean values. Now the most simple. So what we are going to do, we are coming from basic to advanced, the case of mean, mode and median. Now the most simple question, very simple question, find the mean for the 5 students. So here we are having weights of each individual. Now what is the simple formula for mean? Total of observation, total of sum upon number of observation. Now next step will be what? 54 plus 56 plus 70 plus 45 plus 50 upon number of observation, that is what 1 2 3 4 5 upon 5. So once you solve it, you will get what? 275 upon 5 is equal to 55. So this is what? This is your mean. Now next question. Now suppose you are having the frequency also along with the mean, along with the data. Now here we are having numbers 20 30 40, and here we are having frequency of data, that is 564. So what we can do now? So remember the formula. So if you can recall the formula, then we can solve the question automatically. Now formula is what? Summation of fi xi upon summation of fi. So fi is this thing only. So summation of fi. How to find fi xi? Nothing, just have to multiply x with f. So summation of fi xi. So 20 into 5, 100. 30 into 6, 180. 40 into 40, so 4, that is 160. Just add it. How much what we are getting? 440. So what is the formula now? Remember the formula, summation of fi xi upon summation of fi. So 440 upon, this will be how much? 15. Then 440 upon 15. So what we are getting? 29.3. This is your mean. Fine. Suppose you are having the question in the form of group data. So what is group data? Here we are having range, class interval, 10 20, 20 30, 30 40, 40 50. So this is what? A group data. So how to find the arithmetic mean for the group data? So again you should remember the formula, that is what? Same like before, that is summation of fi xi upon fi. Correct? But here x is missing. So to find the x, we need to find the same from the class interval. So we have to create one more row, that is what? X. And how to find this x? We need to find from the class interval. How? We need to find 0 plus 10 upon 2. What we are getting? 5. 10 plus 20 upon 2. We are getting 15. 20 plus 30 upon 2. 25. 30 plus 40 upon 2, 35. 40 plus 50 upon 2, 45. This is your x now. So as per the formula, we need to find fi xi, correct? So just simple thing, this is your f. So fi into xi, 3 into 5, that is what? 15. 5 into 15, that is 75. Then same on, that is 175, 315, and 4 into 45, that is 180. Now sum it, fi xi, this will be 760. What about the frequency? Summation of fi will be how much? 28. Now as per the formula is what? Summation of fi xi upon summation of fi, that is 760 upon 28. We are getting how much? Anyone? 27.14. This is what? Your mean value. Correct? Now next thing, what we are dealing here with the median value. So our mean part is over. In mean we have discussed about the group data and the ungrouped data. So the very simple question people might be asking, a very new people, that is find the mean with simple number. They might give you the frequencies also, they might give you the group data also. So you should be able to solve questions if you are getting group and ungrouped data from the mean part. Now the next thing what we are having is the median now. So what is median? Any data that can divide your distribution into two equal parts. Now, so what is median? A number that can divide your observation into two equal parts. Suppose I am having 100 observations, so I need to find a number, suppose x. So this x can divide this individuals of 100 into two equal parts. So I need to find this value. This is known as what? A median range. Now let's solve first a, that is 6, 4, 3, 7, 8. So this is what? Odd number. Why odd? We are having 5 observations. So first step in the case of median is what? We need to arrange the same into the ascending order from low to high. So 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8. So we need to find the middle value. So 1, 1, 2, 2. We got what? 6. So 6 is what? Your median. Your 6 is what? A median. Now suppose you are having even data. Let me take this example here. Suppose we are having 7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 10. First step, arrange the same in the ascending order. So 3, 4, 6, we have what? 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So we have a formula for it. That is what? N upon 2, that is nth observation, plus n plus 1 upon 2 observation upon 2. Now n is what? The number of observations. So count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your n is what? 6. So 6 upon 2 plus 6 plus 1 upon 2 observation upon 2. So this will be what? Third observation. This is what? Your third observation. This is what? Your fourth observation upon 2. So our third number is what? 7. What about our fourth observation? That is 8. So what to do now? 7 plus 8 upon 2. That is how much? Anyone? 15 upon 2. That means 7.5. So this 7.5 is what? Your median. So I hope this part is clear till now. Same thing we are doing with the median part also. We are trying to find the frequency. We are trying to find the median from the frequency part. So what we can do in such cases, always remember, we need to find CF. CF is what? Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. The first step to solve for the median. So how to find CF? It's very simple. So 7 will be 7. Okay. So 7 will be 7. 7 plus 5 is how much? 12. 12 plus 4 how much? 16. 16 plus 3 how much? 19. Perfect. Now how to find median? Formula is very simple. As per the definition, any number that can divide the data into two equal parts. That is what observation upon 2, correct? So our n, n is like what? We need to find out. Just calculate it. Getting how much? 19. So 19 upon 2. This will be what? 9.5. Now we need to find 9.5 or any number more than 9.5 in the frequency part. Sorry, in the CF part. So 9.5 is not there, but we have what? 12. That is bigger than 9.5. Correct? So our answer lies in the 40. So our median is what? A 40. Correct? Simple it is. First step is what? To find the CF, and CF is what? Your cumulative frequency. So once you find out the cumulative frequency, you need to put frequency into the sum part. We're getting what? 19. So n upon 2. N is what? 19. 2. If we are solving, we are getting what? 9.5. So we need to find 9.5 or any number more than 9.5 in the CF table. Now 9.5 is not there, but 12 is there. Any one number greater than the n by 2 number, that is what? 12 here. Now your middle will be what? 40. So 40 is the answer. Now let's solve one more question, that is with the class interval, same like the mean. So same like before, we are going from basic to advanced. Now the first part, again we need to find out the CF, the first step for every median part. So let's find the CF ones. It's simple, it is 3. 3 plus 5 how much? 8. 8 plus 7 how much? 15. 15 plus 9, 24. 24 plus 4, 28. The same will be the sum of frequency, 28. Simple thing, common sense, right? Now remember one formula to solve the median for the group data. So formula is very simple. It is what? L plus n by 2 minus C upon F into H. This is the formula for median for group data. Now here L is what? Lower class limit. Lower class limit. What about n by 2? Our formula for median, if you can remember again. C is what? Cumulative frequency of median class. It's only median class. We are not taking pre or post. It will be a part of your mode, pre and post. But for the median, we are taking only CF of the median class. What about H? H is the width of the median class. Width of median class. So how to find H? Nothing. Just 30 minus 20. That will be 10. For the next part, 40 minus 30, 10. Let's take one more example. 50 minus 40, 10. Now let's put the numbers into the formula. So first of all, let's find the median by n by 2. So your n by 2 is what? 28 upon 2, that is 14. Now we need to find a number that should be matching with 14 or should be more than 14 in the CF table. So we are getting what? A 15, correct? So we got our n by 2, that is 14. What about lower range? We are getting, in this part we have to search in this table because our C is what? 15, correct? Now our F is what? 7. What about lower limit? It is 20. What about H? It is 10. So let's put the formula with numbers now to solve it. So our L is what? 20. That is the lower limit, correct? Plus n by 2, that was 14. What we got? Now we have C, that is what? A 15. Now we need to find the number just above it. So what we are going to do? That is 8 upon F is what? Frequency, that is 7, into H. H is what? Width, that is 30 minus 20, that is 10. Now if you are solving it, we are getting what? Now just try to solve with me. 7, 10, okay, around 28.5 something we are getting. So this is what? Your median from the group data. Now let's solve for the mode. For the mode part, we are having simple mode and the mode for the class intervals as well. Now how to find the mode? It's very simple. We need to make a table. So mode is what? The most commonly observed observation or most frequently occurring observation. Now here we are having 2, then we are having 3, then we are having 4, then we are having 7, then 9 we are having, then 10, and then we are having 12. Now this is your values. Now we need to find the number of frequency or number of time they have occurred in the observation. So 2 will be 2, 3 is 1, 4 is 1. What about 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. What about 9? Only 1. 10? Only 1. What about 12? 2 times. Now what is mode? Any observation, any event that occur too much or more frequently. So here what we have the mode, it is 7. Sorry, here we have the 7. Why? It occurred 4 times. That's why. So our answer is very simple. Our mode is what? 7. Now let's take the data for the class interval. Little bit advanced we are going, but we need to learn all such things. Now for this part of mode, we should remember one formula. That is what? Your mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0 upon f1 minus f0 plus f1 minus f2 into h. Now how to remember this formula? It's very simple trick I will give you. That is, remember we have 3 friends. Friend 0, we have friend 1, and then we have friend 2. Correct? Friend 1 is very angry type of friend, always fights with f0 and always fights with f2. Remember simple trick. We have 3 friends, f0, f1 and f2. So friend 0, friend 1, friend 2. Friend 1 always fights with others. So if f1 or friend 1 fights with f0, f1 fights with f2 also. So this is how it came up. So m0 is equal to what? A lower class limit plus f1 fights with f0 upon f1 fights with f0 plus f1 fights with f2 also into h. Simple it is, right? Now next thing, again we are dealing with the mode part. So remember, mode is what? The most frequent number. So here we are having what? A mode. Anyone? What is our mode here? That is 9. Sorry, we are having 9 as the mode. Correct? Now in this part, so let's solve for this f1, f0 and f2 also. So this f0 is what? Pre-mode. So this f0 is what? A pre-mode. What about f1? This is mode. What about f2? This is post mode. So L is what? Lower class limit. Lower class limit. What about h? That is the width of the class interval. Width of class interval. Simple. Your f0 is what? Pre-mode. f1 is what? Your actual mode. f2 is what? Your post mode. Now, so 9 will be what? Your mode. Correct? So this is your f1. What about pre-mode? That is 7. What about your post mode? That is 4. Correct? Now what about the L, that lower frequency? Always check for the mode part, that is 9. So 30 is your answer. Correct? For the lower limit. What about H? Nothing. 40 by minus 30 is equal to 10. Now we have to put the same into the formula. The formula is very simple. Mode is equal to L plus f1 minus f0, or f1 fights with f0 plus f1 fights with f2 into h. Correct? So L is what? 30. What about f1 now? So it is 9. What about f0? That is 7 upon again f1 minus f0 plus f1 minus f2. Correct? Into 10. Simple. Now once you are solving it, you are getting how much? 30 plus 2 by 7 into 10. You will get around 32.85. So this is your mode for the group data. So you have to remember the simple formula. Remember my trick. F0, F1, F2. We are having three friends, F0, F1, F2. F1 always fights with F0, F1 always fights with F2. So this is how we came up with our formula, that is F1 minus F0. F1 fights with F0, F1 fights with F0 plus F1 fights with F2 also. L is what? Your lower limit. H is what? Your width of the class interval. So how to find H? It is very simple. That is upper minus lower class. That's it. So if you are having suppose 30 to 40, then 40 minus 30, 10 will be your H. Correct? So this is how you have to find mean, mode, median for simple to group data. Thank you so much everyone.